from Dazzly Website Builder, and he's going to be talking about redefining profit, purpose-based businesses. Now, we know from market research that profit-based businesses are ever evolving. There are more and more of them coming into the market due to the demand by customers wanting to buy products that have some kind of meaning behind the money that they're spending. So I'm really excited to have Lewis talk to us about this today, because I know a lot of folks out there are inspired and want to do some good while they build their business. So this is going to be an interesting topic. Now, you might be tuning in with us on one of our various platforms. Please engage with us using the comment section, chat function, or Q&A function. We'd love to have Lewis answer your questions. Now, just a quick reminder, if you need some extra support, do contact support at digitalboost.co.nz. We're here to help and guide you either with matters on the site or helping to take some of those learnings and put them into action. We'd love to help you get your business to where you'd like it to go. So without further ado, Lewis, thanks so much for joining us again. Your session that you did last time was absolutely fabulous, and I'm really looking forward to what you have in store for us today.
Oh, thank you, Anna Murray. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it was a really fun session last time, and I hope this session is also really enjoyable, and that everyone gets a lot out of these stories.
Absolutely. So I know that you're probably chock-a-block with stuff for us. So I'm going to let you get started. I'm going to turn off my video, but I'll be here to just make sure that your share screen, everything's working, and I'll make sure everything's running in the back.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Anna Murray. Okay, so I'll just open the screen share. Please bear with me. Is that looking okay?
Looks perfect.
Okay, great. Cheers. Okay, first of all, I just want to say thanks again to both Anna Murray for having me here and for Digital Boost. I think that a lot of the other talks on Digital Boost are really complimentary, and I really recommend that at the end of this talk you jump back on and really just take advantage of all the great content that is on there. So the topic of this talk is redefining profit, business with purpose, and as stated, my name is Lewis Anderson. I'm a co-founder of Dazzly Website Builder. A bit of background, why should you listen to me? I've got 8+ years experience in the business of custom website, mobile app and software development, all sizes of businesses and just about all industries, and a lot of time spent on site with the customers in their business, forming a genuine understanding of what they do. So I think that's very important in everything that you do. So we had strong growth through 2020. We still have strong growth now, and then of course we released Dazzly Website Builder. So we've gone from a business of a centralized client base in Auckland through to having customers across the entire country, and really hundreds of businesses and many small ones. So the structure of the talk, we're going to look at a number of Dazzly customers. They're located throughout New Zealand, and they're making a difference in their communities in their own special way. They run profitable businesses in the traditional sense, but they also get a lot more profit and a lot more return than what is solely reflected on their financial statements. Now, I will use the term business. However, I want to be very clear in the definition that we're not just talking about businesses. This advice and talk is certainly not exclusive to businesses. It's just the vast majority of my consulting and my experience has been in advising businesses, and of course, just the nature of Digital Boost as well refer to them as businesses in this context. But nonetheless, all of the above organisations require websites, digital tools, and a way of communicating their purpose. So what do New Zealand businesses look like? Something you may already be very well familiar with, or if you're just getting into business, you may not be so sure. Statistics from Statistics New Zealand. Admittedly, this is a slightly dated document from 2017. I know because we have a copy of it in the office actually from that date. It really just indicates overall that the vast majority of businesses are very small. In fact, they're what other countries would consider micro businesses. That's basically the overwhelming view of the small business here. Obviously, there are some additional stats and industry breakdowns as well. What is profit? Profit, it's defined as financial gain especially the difference between the amount earned and the amount spent in buying, operating, or producing something. So that's the traditional definition. However, some Kiwis see it differently. Just like how we are getting used to defining our own measures of success, I'm also a big believer in defining our own measures and drivers of profit. First of all, it's a great stance to take, as you'll see from many of our customer examples. But secondly, it can be useful for internal decision-making purposes, and it can add a lot of context to management decisions as well. So what exactly is profit? You may define it by the number of trees that you plant, the number of beaches that you clean, and a small plug to digitalboost.business.govt.nz there, where you can buy a small gift to help offset your carbon. But a bit of a mission statement. It's really a way for businesses to communicate their purpose. So a business or organisation can define the purpose by the number of people they help, trees planted, square metres of beaches cleaned, perhaps it's kgs of plastic removed from beaches. And remember that this is actionable data that can be used to motivate and spur further marketing and content creation efforts in a continuous cycle when it's used advantageously. Indirect contribution. So it's very interesting. You can have very prominent businesses such as Allbirds, which offer things such as a 1-for-1. If you buy one shoe, they will also give one shoe. Or you can have other smaller businesses which may do an indirect contribution, such as a percentage of sales given to a charity or organisation, such as the Dazzler customer Tomorrow's Reef, which supports sea-based charities. Size doesn't matter. It's something that's come back from this survey is that it really doesn't matter about the size of your business or even the nature of what you do. From the respondents we've had, we've only been able to feature about 6 of them, but from the responses we have had, it really does show that regardless of your size or the nature of what you do, you can do it with purpose. So the statistics and facts, we've just highlighted 6 examples of business owners here in New Zealand who are making a difference in their communities. They're run by strong individuals from all over Aotearoa. They have a strong sense of purpose. They're commercially successful in that they are providing income for their families and their businesses to generate profit. And they're very driven, they're very, very highly motivated. So let's just jump into some examples. First example is, it's 2 organisations in one, so a little bit different, but it's Chains Fitness and Chains Recruitment. It's run by Caitlin Scudder, who I've had the pleasure of meeting. She came into our office some time ago. So Chains Recruitment and Chains Fitness are both based in Otahuhu, Auckland. You can find the basic contact details here. So this is their website. In a sense, they both have so much purpose behind these organisations. That's why I think they're really great examples. With Chains Recruitment, you can see here that let Chains Recruitment help you. So they will help workers find placements in construction, warehousing, or many other industries as well. And they're very community driven and focused. So you can see here from construction and recruitment, they're able to put together this little page there, demonstrating some of the areas that they recruit in. For other industries, we're able to get a nice page there, representing Auckland and some of the industries that they also help recruit for. And for Chains Fitness, a great little service overview page with leads into the different types of training and work that they do. Again, putting their business space forward, but also mixing it with a community message of helping individuals. Just a couple of examples there on strength training and winter challenge. All of this done by Dazzler and all of them helping them to communicate their message. So let's just jump into the real sort of meat of the story. So Kaylin is a mother of 4, which has no prior business experience except for working in administration and reception type roles. I can't state how common this is. So many individuals, whether they themselves are running the operational side of the business or whether they're running the administration side of the business, that background, having not had the experience of running a business, but having had the experience of helping administrate a business, is a very common position that people find themselves in when they are trying to start a website or when they're trying to start a website and a business, perhaps for their partner's business. So it's quite a common situation we see. Both Kaylin and her partner actually started 2 businesses in the past year. And as for her quote, it's been quite a journey. So why did they start? Both businesses are born from Kaylin, and her partner's passions. Chains Recruitment, the partner had prior experience in rehab management and there are many people struggling to find employment in their communities. They both share a strong belief that everyone deserves a second chance regardless of their past. And to Chains Fitness, both of them see training as an outlet to relieve stress, clear your mind and get things done. It's something they wish to share with their community, and particularly those that have come in and out of jail or have mental health or addiction issues. Breaking chains means breaking the cycle in whatever way that might look like to an individual. So as you can see, this is a really great organisation that really, is defining their success and their profit in an entirely different way. Their primary goal is help as many people as we can. I love it. It's so simple and straightforward, and I think it's very much aligned with Daci's goals as well. And since starting the business, they say they've learned so many new things. They've had to learn business as they went along, which is a very common scenario. And they're very passionate about what they do, but they do admit at times that it has been a mission. I think so, especially starting 2 businesses in the past year. Mission statements for Chains Fitness: breaking chains to make a change. For Chains Recruitment: breaking cycles to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. So their business journey so far during COVID. Now, COVID has had a major impact on both businesses, and you can only imagine the changing face of recruitment these days, and also the changing face of gyms. It's been a very disruptive time with COVID. So the gym had to remain closed, and they were only able to have a limited number of members in outdoor settings. But the current plan is to try to stay open and to continue to help members of the community meet their full potential. So some stories of individuals that they've helped. Without getting into any specifics, a lot of people that Chain Recruitments have helped have come from a criminal history. So they're finding it very hard to find employment, and therefore they were struggling to feed their families. Seeing as they wanted to change and not to go down the same path or direction that landed them in jail, they reached out to Chain Recruitment for employment. And they've put them into work, and they now feel like they're actually part of society. Their financial struggles are gone or going on the path to going away, and they feel like they're now able to maintain their journey on the straight and narrow. Chains Fitness has helped many people lose weight, live healthier lifestyles, boost their mental health, and also help them maintain these financial changes in themselves. So I can't speak more highly of this organisation. I think they're really great. I'm glad to be able to feature them here in their contact details and give everyone a little bit more insight about what this great organisation and small business is doing to help their community and help wider New Zealand. The next example is a local electrician from Blockhouse Bay. His name's Nick Van. He's an absolutely top bloke. You may have seen him in our commercial. Now note his details here. And Nick's real testament to the fact that it doesn't matter about the nature of what you do. It's that you can help people with purpose in your business. So here's Nick's website, just to give you a quick overview of the business. He serves the Blockhouse Bay and residential and commercial electrical needs. Something it's not always immediately obvious, but that electrical services can include a wide range of things, and you'll see from the answers to Nick's questions is that he really does provide peace of mind for homeowners and business owners in a number of ways. Again, some articles where Nick's sharing his knowledge. So that's a bit of the background. So Nick Van started his electrical contracting business in 2020. He's worked as an electrician in a large variety of electrical positions in his career in both New Zealand and the UK. Why start? He has a passion for electrical work. He's led a long career, and it's time to take on the challenge of owning his own business as an electrical services contractor. His business goals: he wants to carry out high quality electrical installations while putting the customer first. And knowing that personally, this guy really walks the talk. He's a great individual, and he really does do what he says he does. Since starting the business, he's been able to help a lot of people with work on their homes, the local trusted electrical provider. He's pursuing commercial work as well, but he's now pivoted to education, partially due to COVID, and for his passion for the subject. His mission statement is to always provide a caring personal service with the highest standards, with courtesy and professionalism, and always putting the customer first. So the business journey so far during COVID. He's still taking care of residential work and in some cases contracting out, but as per the above, he's actually pivoted towards education and are now working with a training organisation, often virtually. So the potential value, in my words, that Nick has to deliver has really increased 10 or 100-fold with the amount of upcoming students he can inspire and educate and pass on his skills and knowledge to. So I guess in this case, stories of individuals who help. From knowing Nick a long time, I know there's numerous instances of him attending urgent jobs to help vulnerable people and whatever their situation may be. Whether it's ensuring the security light works to give customer peace of mind, or just installing a CCTV setup at home following a break-in. All the way through to being able to give people a certified assurance that any past dodgy installation is now safe, particularly if remedial work is required, and additionally that it's certified too, so there's no future worries or concerns. So if you can imagine you're an elderly homeowner, you may have had a recent break-in, these are things that are going to leave you feeling vulnerable and really needing that support and assistance from. Now, whether it's peace of mind that the work's certified, fire safe, or just that there's basic security in place, or even general manage, just getting an oven to work for an elderly person who wishes to maintain their independence, Nick has helped many people in the community. And now Nick is able to help even more people via his educational work, and hopefully as well inspire some people here via Digital Boost. But I really feel that this case demonstrates that anyone with passion can use their skills for good and try to make a difference in the world, in addition to making a financial profit. So again, it's MV Electrical. It's a very quality local service provider in Blockhouse Bay and the wider Auckland region. And I really encourage you to get in touch if you need to start a hand from that. Next individual customer example on our list is Thomas Henry from Ra Designs. We work quite a lot with Thomas in Dunedin, so I've got quite a bit of insight into his work as well. So Thomas is extremely visual. He loves visual arts and graphics, and this will come through in his answers to the questions as well. As you can see, he's built himself a very high quality visual website representing his partners there too. It's quite an extensive website that he's built through Dashley. Just to take a look at his work here, we've got the gallery here. What I'll actually do is jump onto the browser and quickly scroll through some of this work. It is particularly nice. So just allow me to do the screen share here. So I hope you can see that okay. We're scrolling down for some of Thomas's gallery here, and you can see there's such a wide variety of work that he does for individuals, charities, other organisations. And I really wanted to just take the time to scroll through this because as Thomas does this work, he's able to update his website and keep this gallery very fresh with all the latest things he's working on, and he really is working on a lot. So I thought I'd give you a small taste of his work there. And we'll jump back into the presentation. Now, another page is where he shows off a lot of his community work and discusses in articles about his work, about the latest progressions in his business, and hopefully serving as an inspiration to others in his community as well. So the answers to his questions, his background, Thomas is a naturally very energetic and creative person. He's extremely passionate about creating graphics and visuals. He uses creativity to create cool things for clients, and that's really just the beginning of what he does. His work covers painting, drawing, video, photography, digital media, art, anime, and more. He loves technology and he's proud of the fact that he's turned his passion into a career. A small quote from Thomas is that graphics and visuals can represent so many different things depending on how you look and interpret it. I know this guy, he's so passionate about his work. Why start the business? Thomas had a strong personal and family driver. He really wanted to be present in his son's life during his younger years. So the ability to be an active parent while also challenging himself to start this business. But looking back, this is the best thing he could have done. Thomas's immediate goal is to continue to grow and continue to learn. So both in a personal and a business sense, and to be the go-to person for people to come to for quality design and custom print services. Personally, I think Thomas is doing a great job of that. He really is an up-and-coming designer in South Island, and we're very proud to work with him. So business goals, as I said, continue to grow personally and the business. And since starting the business, he's found it's been good. He finds himself quite busy with plenty to work on. And he has a range of skills that are difficult to get from one practitioner. And because he relentlessly works hard to market his work and help push people and ideas forward. His mission statement, to add light, colour and energy to people's lives. So the business journey so far during COVID. So Thomas has recently moved to a new, larger location. He's ready to expand and make things bigger. Regarding COVID, the largest impact on his business is really how it's impacted his thinking. Using his wide range of skills, wins some business from customers as they like to deal with a single point of contact but he always keeps an eye and an ear out to hear the latest happenings and responds accordingly. Thomas works from home and serves his clients primarily in the South Island, but also the whole country. So travel hasn't been an issue for him. Plans for the future: set up the new location, hire people, and become a more prominent, well-known designer in print business, and get some new and improved gear to handle the larger workload. Scale up volume and take more jobs. That's exactly what we want to hear. Stories of individuals needs help. So, having talked to Thomas a lot over time, I do know that there are many instances where Thomas has helped individuals, whether it's through discounted billing or pro bono work. Because the range of his work is very diverse, there are naturally a lot of avenues and tools that he can use to help people. So I know in our business partnership that he's helped a lot of people in need, and he has a real make it happen attitude. So he puts on really uncountable hard yards at his own expense to help those in need. So one particular job that does come in mind when I asked Thomas about this was that actually on a number of occasions, Thomas has approached and asked to use his skills to really touch people's hearts and help lessen the pain in a real way. Thomas has done paintings and drawn portraits of friends, family members, and pets that have recently passed away. And I'm sure we can all relate to that and know how that would help in a time of need. Additional information you'd like people to know. So getting into business isn't easy. It's very challenging and it takes up a lot of your time. You have to be smart. You have to continue to learn and always evolve. You have to keep up with the latest moves and trends and network as you won't get anywhere on your own. Thomas has been in business for about 3 years and he's really only starting to see the benefit now. So it's a very long marathon and not a sprint. Thomas is blessed to be in the position that he's in, just to work for himself at home. But it also takes a lot of time and hard work to be able to do this. There are always a lot of tough decisions to make, but if you're passionate, you'll make it work. And I personally, I fully endorse those statements. I think it's so true that it is such hard work and it is a very long marathon. It's certainly not a sprint, but it is a marathon that we can all run. So again, it's Ra Designs, located in the lovely Dunedin, but servicing just about the entire country. And Thomas is a really good bloke and definitely someone who cares a lot for the community. Next example is an exciting business from here in Auckland, Pretty Little Cupcakes, run by Chef Rana, who has made a lovely website on Dazzly. It's very photogenic and since the goods look absolutely lovely and it always gets you a little hungry when you do look at the website. So just looking here, we've got some lovely photos on the homepage. A great product display there. Chef Rana has such a big range of products. There's always something new every time we look back, and she's constantly innovating and working and making the business better. There's that example, you can order a 6-pack. So Pretty Little Cupcakes, background. Chef Rana is a mother of a 10-year-old. She loves being creative, whether it's redecorating or just simply drawing a picture. She's of Fijian Indian ethnicity, but she's born and raised in New Zealand. She is self-described queen of the house, the oldest and only daughter with 3 younger brothers. So why start the business? Chef Rana always found herself to be making goodies for friends and family. And when she lost her full-time job during the first lockdown, she still found herself baking for others. Therefore, she turned her passion into a source of income. She's still fairly new to the business side of things, but the goal is to get bigger and better with this small business. And as far as I understand, she's doing very well as she's booked out to the end of the year. So that really is a sign of a growing business. Since starting the business, it's been a roller coaster of up and downs, but Chef Rana accepts that's the norm when you're starting up anything in general. So it's a really good attitude. She feels blessed by the amount of support from locals and even international customers. Her mission statement, she wishes to be known for her unique custom-made cupcakes because the detailed work is what makes the treat special. She'll achieve this through an expand, expand, expand attitude. So the business journey so far during COVID, being a non-essential service, they did have to close during lockdown. It's unfortunate, but also something that Chef Rana understands, supports, and is very thankful and grateful for the support from government and other organisations during this time. Stories of individuals she's helped. Well, naturally, a tasty, presentable product will put a smile on anyone's face. She's helped a number of individuals, charities, and not-for-profit organisations in her very short time in business. Chef Rana believes that all help is something done from the kindness in our hearts and a genuine desire to help others. She understands that help in any form, in any way, is appreciated by those that struggle. and importantly, that we all struggle from time to time. And that's also something I think needs to be recognised more as well. But again, it really demonstrates that anyone with a passion, their skills are good, and try to make a difference in the world, making a financial profit and a non-financial difference as well. Additional information should like people to know that Pretty Little Cupcakes NZ specialises in making custom-made cupcakes. However, they also offer a range of delicious treats for every occasion out. Most items are customisable to suit individual preferences, and they also cater for dietary requirements, which is really good because I know many food vendors in this space are still a little behind the ball on this. So again, Pretty Little Cupcakes, it's a great business here in Auckland. Of course, can be ordered to just about anywhere in the country. Now, Kikitikudu, I'm really glad that we're able to feature Kikitikudu amongst the other respondents. Kikitikudu is the business that I helped get online through Gasly. They required a bit of hand-holding, but nonetheless, we got it there and we're very proud to support them in their earliest years in business. So Kikitikudu, this is their website. They are a lice and knit treatment and prevention clinic, and they help families, schools, and just about everyone with knit and lice treatment and prevention. So let's have a quick look at the website here. It's really good because it details sort of what you can expect in the procedure. I think there's a lot of unknowns and a lot of perhaps misconceptions. But really, it can be quite a straightforward process, and I know from experience that Cheryl can take through and make the process very easy. And some great testimonials to show there as well from the community. Well, let's jump into the answers. So a bit of background from Cheryl and her family. They're a family that went out and they searched for something different other than clocking in and out of work and answering to the boss. They followed a path of sovereignty and they met a beautiful young lady along the way who had a successful clinic in Australia. It's non-government based, and they needed a service that was totally safe for the community and also natural. So her husband and her decided to give it a go, and because really they had everything that they believed in. So why start? Growing up with heat lice and then having children with the same problem now, it really made them think. This problem has been around for many years, and it's going to be around for many more to come. Cheryl did research in the local schools in the area and found that actually the head lice is worse than ever before. And not only that, but some of the products can be harmful, and they still can't actually get rid of the pesky critters at the end of the day, even with some various treatments. So the goal at the end of the day was to get out there and help families that have been battling this problem since the beginning of time and making the whole experience kind and friendly to the people and the environment. So it's a free treatment, it's one treatment, one sitting, it's 100% guaranteed removal of lice and eggs, and some free education on how to keep the lice at bay, and then a follow-up appointment 7 days later. And this is what they stand by, and they're proud of what they can achieve. Since starting the business and the journey so far, so the clinic was a success and they're helping families, which is the main goal. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, they did have to temporarily close the doors. Now, at Dasley, we've worked with them, we've helped keep the site running, and then basically help them to keep getting some contacts from customers to sort of help keep things ticking over. They haven't changed the way they run the actual clinic since COVID hit, but they're able to do mobile at the moment. As they don't have the building, but again, they're hoping to change that early next year as things progress. But they'd also like to implement hairdressing and beauty therapy alongside the clinic, as that'll give the parents something to do while waiting for the child to finish their treatment. So stories of individuals that help, there's so many stories in this case, but one of them we picked out is that they had a school contact them as they're a student unable to attend school due to infestation, and her mother is a bed really beside herself and not sure what to do next. They brought the young girl into the clinic and she was very withdrawn and a bit sad due to some of the bullying she'd unfortunately experienced. But within 2 hours, her head was cleaned, washed, moisturised, and resulting in a very happy, bubbly little girl with lots of hugs given. Another girl arrived with her mum. She sat in the chair, and after a lot of coaxing, she said that she was ready to begin, but she was worried that the procedure might hurt her. And at the end of the day, Cheryl was able to give them that comfort and reassurance to, in this case, the patient, the young girl, and the family, that it's not going to be hurt, it's totally pain-free. And of course, 2 hours later, she's smiling and laughing and keen to come back for a follow-up appointment. And these are really just a few examples as to why Cheryl and her family love doing what they do and how much this service is really needed in the communities. And I know that they have delivered the service to a number of communities and that they make a really big difference with their services. So looking to the future, they're going to be introducing a barter system into the clinic, as they know times are tough out there and a little bit crazy and uncertain with everything happening in the world. So families can't afford the treatment, they will try to work something out. And after all, they are all about the community and helping each other out. And that's Kikitikudu, with the contact details there at their very recent new address. Now, there are many other customers that we also wish to feature and many other stories that we hopefully will be able to share in future presentations. But we selected these examples. We think it represented quite a broad range of services, customer demographics, and the way that they are helping the community. So just a very small bit on what we do at Dazzly to help the community. So in short, our entire product and service, the vision for it is really to give people a high quality website and allow them to take control of their website destiny. Now, in order to do that and help the vast majority of people, because the majority of businesses are small, we have to make that proposition affordable. And that's really what we've been able to achieve with Dazzly. We also offer discounted subscriptions, or in some case free subscriptions, if you're a community organisation or a real business that is driven by purpose. We also provide understanding and support for small businesses, particularly in their first year, and they find it hard. Sometimes they may not be able to pay the bill, or just may need a little bit of business advice and things to get them back on the right track, and we're always happy to give that free of charge. Additionally, we provide them with resources, which I have to admit Digital Boost also is doing a fantastic job of. And we have a few sustainability things, just some things that we do to help the community. For example, we, being developers, we drink quite a lot of coffee. We ensure that really every grain of that coffee is used and put back into community gardens, which we then ensure we have vegetables delivered, albeit on a small scale, to households in Newland, Mount Roskill, and some other West Auckland locations. And these are just some of the things we do. We hope to elaborate a bit more on our sustainability and community efforts in the future. But for now, being a small but fast-growing company, we try to do all we can to help the community directly and indirectly. So what is your definition of profit? Ours is the number of people we help and how long we can help them for. This aligns our success and our customer support objectives with our customers' goals as well. If they're successful, they will be able to use the service for longer and will be successful as a result. So it's really good for getting that focus and aligning certain departments as well. So I guess if you haven't started a business yet, how can you figure out what you really want to do in life? And I think I'm not an expert on the topic. It's important that you ask yourself a question that you probably haven't been asked in quite a while, and that's what do you want to be when you grow up? I'd say forget your limitations and your economic constraints and think back to when you were a child, before the drama started, and just think of really what did you, in essence, want to do when you grew up. Use that as a starting point. Take some time out later in the day and actually think about this. It's a really good way for a starting point to find out what you are genuinely passionate about. And then when you've found that, ask why. Why are you passionate about that? Why is it that this is what you want to do if you could do anything? And many people will find that they have passions for subject knowledge and work, and that they can carry that out as a business owner. It's also very important, based off these stories and from my own experience, that you really ask yourself, well, what does it mean to be a business owner? It's not all about fun and flashy things and profit. You just look at the customer responses here today. There's a lot of responsibility. It's very hard, especially in your early years, especially as well if you're figuring out the model, and that can take time. Your main profit in those early years is going to be the satisfaction of a job well done for your clients, and just the satisfaction of having that bit of freedom of being a business owner. You'll learn a lot from doing it. You'll learn a lot more working for yourself than you will working for someone else. And as per many of the respondents, it's worth it. It is worth it. If you can pull through and succeed, you can have a bit more control of your life and your financial freedom. And it really is worth it, but it also really is hard. And as you can see, it's a picture of Mark Cuban here. And really hit the quote from him is that I'd rather earn 50,000 working for myself than 100,000 working for someone else. And I think if you reflect on that comment, there's a lot of truth there, and think about some of the examples of our customers as well. So if you're thinking of starting a business, we're happy to suggest some quality service providers that we use, or happy just to assist or point in the right direction, regardless of what your inquiry is, website related or not. We have many years of business experience under our belt, and we're really happy to refer you to other quality local New Zealand providers. In addition to that, just came in my inbox this morning from, as you can see, there's help available through the government for business advice or for the implementation grant. So please do take the time to check that out. And obviously there's a ton of advice from Digital Boost and the Digital Boost Alliance and other quality service providers that are making themselves and their knowledge and content available. So again, I would really encourage you to take full advantage of that, upskill your business, upskill your digital acumen, and absolutely get the most out of it. Because like it says here on the page, we really are all in this together, and we really need to help each other as New Zealand businesses. So let's have a look. I guess it's just to look at the main takeaways from the customer story. So I guess for me, the main takeaways are that anyone can can start a business and do what they want to do, regardless of their background, prior work experience. This is something you can learn, you can do, and you can figure it out on the way. There's various reasons that people are motivated to start doing businesses and help other people. For example, their passion for the subject, and maybe very family driven. It may be the case that they're community driven. They may have spotted a problem that needs to be solved, or it's just that they want to prove they've got more to do after a long career. And I really think that, you should take the time to think about what you want out of life and what you're really passionate about, and ideally find a way to start, albeit with small steps, to work towards being able to do that. You'll get a lot of satisfaction, and you'll learn a lot, regardless of whether financially you fail or succeed. You will learn a lot working for yourself. Now, here. So yeah, I guess it sort of wraps it up. I think there's a lot of more storytelling than particular insight from my side of the coin, for a better phrase. But I just want to say thanks again to Digital Boost for giving this opportunity. We really appreciate it, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions, either about the survey or particular customers, or perhaps things are specific to your situation. And yeah, if you are thinking of starting a business, we're happy to help, either with websites or referring you to other quality providers. But yeah, that's probably about wraps it up.
You know what? I just loved hearing about all of those businesses, Lewis. What's some fabulous businesses out there, and what a lovely thing to do for those folks to promote them here on Digital Boost, share their story and how they have gone to reach towards their dreams through their business model, and the way that they're making their business work for them and their family and the communities around them. So a big shout out to all of those businesses. And I actually wanted to just say that we have a Facebook community page that on Fridays and throughout the week, you can talk to folks who are on Digital Boost and stuff like that, share your story. It's a real community type of feel. And we also allow you to promote your business on the site. On Fridays, you can put up, if you're running some sales or you're running some deals and you want to promote it, pop it up on the Digital Boost Facebook community page. If you're not a member yet, join it. It's a great way for you to get your businesses out there as well, and let us know what kind of deals you're running, so we can help to promote all of the small businesses here in Aotearoa. So do take advantage. And how lovely. And I know that you guys, Lewis, you and your team are really great at working with small businesses here in Aotearoa and helping them to have a real solid plan and put that into action. So we appreciate you coming on here and sharing your knowledge, and some of the work that you've done with these folks is quite inspiring. So I'm just going to jump and have a look and see if we've got any questions on some of the other sites. But it looks like everyone's just kind of intently watching. I can see people out on Facebook as well, tuning in there and just kind of checking out what you had to say. But I want to thank you again for taking time to come on today, Lewis. I don't think we have any questions. I think we're good.
That,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty self-explanatory. Yeah.
yeah, I think so too. I think if obviously if there's any situation anyone like to discuss privately, I'll make myself and some of our staff available on the 0800 number. More than happy to answer any questions. But I think in this case the examples speak for themselves a bit, and I hope it's given everyone a bit of motivation and yeah, just a bit of emphasis to get things started and kick it off in 2022.
Yeah, I think, you know what? This was such a great reminder that there are so many beautiful things happening out there in the world, and what a lovely time of year to kind of talk about these things. So thank you so much, Lewis, for your time today. I know we've got sessions lined up for the new year, and I'm looking forward to that and doing some more work with Dazzly Website Builder, because you guys are a real stellar team and always doing good work here in Aotearoa. So thank you.
Thanks, Anna Marie. And again, just thanks for the opportunity. It's great to be able to put this stuff out on Digital Boost. And yeah, I regularly look at that Facebook page. I know a lot of other people do as well. So yeah, I really would encourage you to, as you said, get the posts out there and get the word out, because there's so many great things happening, and
Yeah.
it can help motivate us all to do better.
Right, like promote your business on the Digital Boost community Facebook page. Why not?
Absolutely.
Like it's a free
Link,
tool for
link, link
you.
back to your website. It's a good link back.
That's right. Good backlinks. It's going to be, yeah. So, hey, and do connect with us. I know that some folks use LinkedIn. Like, reach out to us and let us know, hey, I'm a digital booster. Just wanted to, this is my business here. We love following your stories, don't we, Lewis?
Yeah, absolutely. And like Thomas Henry from My Design said as well, and I found it to be very true. It is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And
That's right.
like all hard things, it pays to get advice, and it pays to talk to people who are either on the same journey or have been there and done that. So networking is really important. Now, the nature of that, seems to have changed a little bit with that things being a bit more virtual, but that's okay. Just adapt and do network. It'll help get your word and your name out there more, and that'll be an exponential way for you to find new leads and opportunities, and ideally people to help.
Wonderful advice. Wonderful advice, Lois.
Thanks,
As usual, have a, we'll say ka kite now. So ka kite, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Looking forward to tomorrow's session. So hopefully I'll see you all there. And yeah, stay safe.
Thanks,
See you.
Anna. See ya. Thanks, everyone. Bye.